We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Play fake. Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the gun, Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Real. What's that?
Mayfield now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Good. Point it right. What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The Buccaneers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Regular. What's that?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Kings. Not.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Gregory Rousseau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On second and a long way to go. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
What's that?
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it this time. Escaping the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Jackson now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing is Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Jackson off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll set up to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Nnamdi Madubuike
Collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
And Madubuike was a madman for the Ravens a season ago. He more than doubled his sack output from the previous year and was selected to the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
3rd and 3.
Kings! What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Now it's Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally brought down at the 38. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson from the shotgun. Walker with a grab, left side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tanner Muse in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson. He's got Henry.
And some room to maneuver.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Inside handoff, Henry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he didn't create any magic against the front. It was prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's Jackson.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Lamar changing the look.
On 3rd down, Henry. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no